Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. Release time for today's beer is courtesy of Kevin. Thanks so much, Kevin. Really appreciate it. I actually had another can of this with Kevin when he gave it to me, so it was really cool. Good to see him and his wife. Today was one of those days where it was like 90 degrees. I had to mow the lawn, weed whack. I had to paint some outside windows. A hot, sweaty day, right? So I definitely wanted something lower ABV, and this just was like, drink me. So really excited to drink this now. It's called Summer Jam, very good name. It's from Barreled Souls, and it's a tart fruit ale with strawberry and rhubarb, 4.5% ABV. They don't seem to have a canning date, but I think it's relatively fresh. But cool can art, kind of trippy, psychedelic-ish. Realize I just grabbed a glass that emphasizes hops, and that's not what the emphasis of this beer is. I love strawberry rhubarb. If you don't know that about me, New Glarus' strawberry rhubarb pie, or not pie, strawberry rhubarb is one of my favorite beers, period. I have two left, I think. And strawberry rhubarb pie is probably my favorite pie. So I'm definitely a fan of those two things together. Add some sweetness. I'm all about that. We got 2 fingers of a pinkish, orangish, yeah, I'll say pink head. The beer itself is more that pink with some orange cutting in. It, in some ways, reminds me of like artificial pink lemonade, but there's a little bit more orange in there, I think, than to just straight call it that. Small bubbles, I mean, teeny tiny. Let's get into the aroma. You're hit with a strawberry preserve, strawberry jelly jam sensation initially. No question about that. Then that tartness comes in. Then that rhubarb comes in. I have had rhubarb besides with strawberry rhubarb. My grandmother will make almost like an applesauce, which is actually really good that way. And maybe other than that, I haven't really had rhubarb on its own. I think about it, but anyway, the point being is I kind of do associate rhubarb with strawberry, but I have had it on its own, so I do kind of, I think, have somewhat of a base to be like, oh, that's rhubarb specifically. Anyway, little bit of a malt backbone, bready kind of a thing, but I mean, really. Is it overly complicated? No. The fruits are coming through. Well, actually, rhubarb's not fruit, but the adjuncts are coming through. The tartness is coming through. What it says it is totally coming through. You could see how if you put some peanut butter, like PB2 powder or something in this, it would be peanut butter jelly sandwich. Like, it's that much jammy jelly, but then there is this tartness coming through. Not overly complicated, I guess, if you want to knock it for that, but it is exactly what it says on the can, which is what I'm going to go with. Cheers. So good. It's so good. Yeah, we had a nice beach day, and I was on vacation, and he brought this. Another one that I'm going to review is just a higher ABV. That one's in like the 8% range. It was also a fruited beer, and all of us liked this one better. It's light. It's refreshing. You get that strawberry. You get that rhubarb. It's definitely tart. It was kind of funny at the time, like, oh yeah, I get a little bit of a sour, and my wife's like, I get tartness, and that's like, oh well, it does say tart, and I guess it is more of a tartness. They are different things. I would argue there's overlap between the two. Anyway, you can see how it's not a Goza. Like, it doesn't have that salt. The other one that he gave me, the 8% one, is an Imperial Goza, so that one does have the salt. But anyway, if this did have that, that'd be great. It's okay that it doesn't. Kind of like the aroma, right? It's just you're getting what it says on the can. It's tart. You get the strawberry, you get the raspberry. I probably get more strawberry than I do the raspberry, the rhubarb. I hope I haven't been saying raspberry a lot. For 4.5, I keep this, with a grain of salt. Yeah, it's a little thin, but for the style of ABV, it's not thin. It's what's supposed to be. But just compared to like the big stouts, the New England IPAs, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's supposed to be lighter, but it's supposed to be, and it is, and that's fine. Super refreshing. I would crush these. Just like I said about today. It's kind of why sometimes I mention like things I like or I don't like in the reviews. People kind of know how to gauge what I'm saying. But sometimes I think it is applicable. Like, here's what I did today, and having experienced a very hot day, this is the exact kind of beer I want to drink. So I think that is very high praise. I am so glad he gave me the 2 cans, and the one that I had with him was awesome, and it's still drinking great about a week and a half later. But yeah, great beer. Thanks again, Kevin. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. Check out Instagram and Tap. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.